Welcome to the stream. All right, so welcome everyone to the stream, and today we are going to be looking at diving into layering techniques for Dreamy pads. I'm going to open up Reaktor here. We're going to start off with the home page, and in Reaktor we have several different options. One is to play with instruments, another is to play with patch together sounds, and lastly, the last option is to build. Today we're going to be using the build section. So when you go into the build section, you have three different options. One is to use the player section, library, and files. We're going to go into player today, and we're going to build out and layer Dreamy pads in Reaktor. Pads are the backbone of ambient music and cinematic soundscapes. And layering is really the key to making them lush and textured. So let's get started. If we start off, we're going to start off with an oscillator. We're going to bring in an oscillator, and we're going to start off also with a note util, a note in, and then we're going to actually hook them up. So the actual to build the foundation, we're going to start with a sine wave, and we're going to pitch it. And this pitch is a smooth tone. We're actually going to pitch it down an octave, so that when it's in the mix of sounds, it gives us a solid bass and start to our sound. So we're going to add subtle modulation to this, so you can hear the tone coming in. Just going to turn it down. There's our tone coming in. And after that, we're going to bring in some modulation. So I'm going to go to add an LFO. Bring in our LFO, put it in order in our stack, and then let's add the LFO. And we're going to modulate our tone now. So our tone sounds like that right now. With some modulation depth, it should sound a little different. So with that, it should sound a little different. I'm going to actually layer some other sounds in. So this layer with the LFO, it's will modulate our pitch slightly actually, and it adds such a subtle organic like detune effect that really makes the sound feel more alive. So I'm gonna put it down just a little bit. We can actually speed it up or slow it down. So I'm going to slow it down. And then I'm going to add some noise to this. So let's go into our library and define some noise. See if we can find that noise. Oscillator right there. Okay, so I'm going to take the noise. I'm going to plug that into our system. So let's delete this for a second. And I'm going to put it in at the end. So we got our noise block. Then I'm going to actually filter our sound. So we're going to filter the noise. We're going to run the noise through our low pass filter and to soften it and remove the harsh high frequencies. So I'm going to add this in. Add in our noise. I think we'll add it in as a separate thing. We'll add a mix block. And we'll blend our sounds together. See if we can get this going. So right now, everything's off. We got our noise, and we got our actual sound. So let's modulate our filter. Let's add a filter and modulate that with the noise. So I'm gonna put the filter after this section. And oops, yeah, there the filter goes after the mix, and then filter out. So you can see where filter control is working on the sound to cut off the high frequencies or increase them. So let's now modulate the filter cutoff with another LFO. So I'm gonna add another LFO in to the mix and modulate that cutoff. So we're gonna actually call this one our filter cutoff. Filter. And then our filter LFO. The reason being is that it's working on the actual filter. So got our filter. Go back to the library. I'm gonna remove this for a second so that I can delete that and move my panel. Oh, I guess not. That's okay. Let's add our noise back. And then plug it back in. And let's modulate the filter cutoff with our LFO. So we're getting more of an interesting texture going now. Kind of like a swooshing sound. Let's add in some, change the noise type. Okay. So now that we did that, let's add a saw wave oscillator block to mix things up. I'm gonna duplicate our first block. Ooh. Okay. Let's pause that for 1 second. Let's delete this. Looks like it multiplied it a bunch of times. Okay, so we'll just create an oscillator instead of duplicating it. It seems like it glitches sometimes. So let's create another oscillator and we'll connect that to our pitch. Connect that oscillator to our pitch and then connect it to port. Connect that to port 2 and we'll switch the noise equal 3. Let's just check, make sure everything's running. Okay. Okay, so let's move this back here. So I've added our second oscillator. Oscillator 2. Got some texture. Let's make this more closely or solid. Actually, kind of like that sound. That was good. With a pulse wave. Okay. So now, let's add to shape the sound, the shape of the state variable filter. We have another LFO control of that. Let's get our oscillator 1 working. Okay. So we got our mix 4. 2. Get that some delay and reverb for final touches. Kind of getting like a helicopter effect going. Reaktor. So that's what we got. Accentuate the helicopter with a little bit more of the pulse wave and get even more of a helicopter sound. We can try modulating the pulse width as well, but we can modulate that pulse width with an LFO. So let's modulate that. Get some more movement. So we're really getting a helicopter sound now. So yeah, that's our final sound. And you notice how the wood layers work together to create a rich, evolving kind of pad sound and textures. This would be perfect for ambient backdrop in some cinematic piece that you're working on. And thanks for joining me on this journey in layering some pads in Reaktor. If you enjoyed this live stream, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification button so you don't miss future sessions. Let me know in the comments how you'd use a pad like this in your own music, and see you next time. Peace out.